Hi, this is Armand Coney, and I'm in Mandan, North Dakota for the Standing Rock March that's going on right here, and I wanted to catch this while waving. There's a prayer action march that just started, and we're trying to capture that so that you can see that the water protectors have come down here and they're coming over in order to march to the jail in Morton County. Sorry to tell you, but they want this on video. That's why they're out here. Thank you. You see those?
Mini Wachoni.
Mini Wachoni. We don't want to write it.
Love the bumper stickers.
What? Thank you.
Mini Wachoni.
Wachoni.
Thank you very much for what you're doing.
Yes.
Tell us what you're doing
Thank
here.
you guys for standing up for what we believe in.
Yes.
Water is life.
Water is life.
Love is life.
Water is life.
Mini Wachoni.
Thank you for supporting.
Power to the people.
Yes, thank you.
Power to the people.
Mini Wachoni.
Would you mind doing an interview?
What brings you here?
What brings me here? Peace, unity, and forgiveness.
And Jesus, of course. Don't forget Jesus.
The Messiah
All right.
Thank you for being out here.
Thank you.
that is soon to come.
All right, Mini Wachoni. Thank you. Hey, hi, Mini Wachoni. What brings you here today to the jail?
It's the forgiveness water.
Forgiveness water.
No,
Walk.
forgiveness
Walk.
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 Those who were brutalized by police and sheriff's deputies and such through the pepper spray and rubber bullets and such, we decided to show them that this is about higher level of thinking with forgiveness and love.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Excuse me, can we interview you real quick? What brings you out today?
Mini Wachoni, water is life. What brings you out today? The
Forgiveness.
future. Thank you.
We're with Real Progressives. Do you mind letting us know why you're out here?
For forgiveness of the cause.
Thank you.
Peace and forgiveness.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, Mini Wachoni.
Water is life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you.
Love, prayer, forgiveness.
Sir, are you a vet?
I'm a member of Veterans for Peace. I'm a supporter.
And why are you out here?
Well, I ended an engineering career just because I went in for sustainable energy, and I found that the two corporations were actually spreading lies, General Electric and Caterpillar, and I quit 5 years ago, and now I'm working with the struggle for a future.
Thank you. And where are you walking to?
We're walking to the police station,
And
peacefully.
How long have you been out here?
I've only been here for 4 days now, but I came back from an indigenous community in Southern Colombia. Similar issues.
And how long do you plan to stay?
I'll probably be heading back in a couple days because I'm working in Colombia right now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you guys.
Water is
Appreciate
life.
it.
Thank you. Water is life. Thank you.
All power to the people.
Right now we are on our way to jail to show our support and also show forgiveness to the police officers who have been abusing the people during this movement of protecting the water. We're in Morton right now in North Dakota. And these are all water protectors to show forgiveness. We've come up from the camps, from all of the reservation camps, and walking all the way from there to the jail to stand in solidarity and show forgiveness to Morton County Sheriff Police Departments and all of the other police departments that have wreaked havoc on U.S. citizens. Hi, would you like to tell us? Hi, would you like to tell us why you and your baby are out here today? Yes.
This march is about forgiveness for the officers. It's a hard thing to do.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Water is life. Thank you.
Water, exactly. Water is life.
Minnie Wakoni.
Minnie Wakoni, water is life. Hi. What brings you out here today?
Brings me out here today.
Yeah.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. Thank you.
No, that's my name.
Hi, Minnie Wakoni. What brings you out here today on this march, a peaceful march?
Someone else should talk.
Okay. Does anyone?
Solidarity with Standing Rock. Keep the water clean. Show love. Forgiveness fuels.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Solidarity.
Today.
Thank you.
With love.
Minnie Wakoni.
Minnie Wakoni. Minnie Wakoni. Water's life.
Thank
Brought
you.
you out here today, guys.
Water's life.
The forgiveness walk. This is the forgiveness walk. We're praying for the police and their families as well as the indigenous peoples.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're getting the story out to the people.
Thank
So that
you.
no one can black you out anymore. We're real
Hey Arn,
today.
what's up, man?
How are you, man?
Good. Nice to see you.
Would you tell us why you're here?
I'm here because I want to be part of this amazing movement. I want to be with these people. This has
What's your name?
inspired me beyond any words.
Will you give everyone your name?
Tyg Berry, I'm with Code Pink.
And Ty, where did you
Washington,
come here
D.C.
from?
Washington, D.C.
How long have you been out here, Ty?
I've been out here a week.
Yeah. And how long are you planning on staying?
I'm up in the air. I'm enjoying myself. I'm participating in these actions, and I'm loving it. I was arrested once, and I'm looking forward to being arrested again.
Everybody, this is Ty. He's with Code Pink. He's
Watch out. Watch out. You're going to
Watch out, big hold the camera.
Ty is one of the most important activists in the world today. He's done tons of efforts for people. Thank you, Ty, for Code Pink.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So much for everything you do.
Thank you for filming today.
Thank you. We're with Dapple. We're with Real Progressives, and we're getting the message out so that the media can stop blocking out the movement. Water is life. Standing in solidarity, telling your story. Thank you. Minnie Riccone.
Stay with the Tell everybody what you're doing.
This is a very peaceful prayer ceremony going on here. The people are coming outside of Wells Fargo, one of the major investors in this pipeline, and they're basically praying for the hearts of the people at Wells Fargo to be softened, filled with love, so that they can see that they do not need to stand on the side of the greed. They can stand on the side of the people that drink water, not oil, for water is life.
Thank you very much. Guys, hi, this is Armin Coney with Real Progressives. We just came up here so that we could get the footage of the prayer walk for forgiveness, and they're walking over to the Morton County police officers so that they could bear witness for what's going on here. We're going to try to cover as much of this as possible. We're going to be in and out live today here in Bismarck and the sheriff's office. This is a very serious situation that's developing here today. This is developing here in Morton County, and the reason we're trying to get as much of this as we can is to be able to show you what's happening here, to get the message out. And what we could use you to do is to share this as much as possible. Would you check to see I could back out okay? Yeah. And it's going to be a little sketchy how this is getting covered, how we're telling the story. We don't know what will develop, but there are people here who will be willing to do a direct action. And that means that they're willing to stand up for... Could you hold this on me for a second? That means anything could happen to them, and we want you guys to make sure that you're helping tell their story. You may not be here, but you could be here in spirit by telling the story. Again, almost 10,000 people have shown up to Standing Rock in the last week. People are camped out. They're doing direct action in order to stop the pipeline that's being developed in North Dakota underneath the Missouri River. And people have been waiting every day for the call to action. And there's hundreds of people right now in a prayer march to the sheriff's office. And we're trying to get this story out to you as fast as possible. And we need you to share this story to as many people as possible. Thank you. We're going to turn now back to some of the marchers so you can see. This is so you can see what's going on here. We're right here by the sheriff's office.
punitive justice model. We come here today with the justice model of our ancestors, which is the justice model of restorative justice, whereby we confront the perpetrator with love, with kindness, with care, with prayers for their rehabilitation, that they can come back into themselves and do what is truly just. So as we stand here, we not only pray for the judges, we not only pray for the clerks, we not only pray for the policemen that bring our people in and out of here, we also pray for the many indigenous peoples and non-indigenous peoples whose futures will be decided here. They may have to live with unjust charges. So we make a prayer here that we can have all of our people set free from things that they did not do. We pray for all of our people to live a life where they're not beholden to this courthouse month after month. We pray for our people to not be tied down by felony charges that they do not deserve to have. And also, of course, we pray for our relatives, the judges here. We pray for them that they can have a clear heart, a clear mind, a clear spirit when they make these decisions. And we say to the judges, we say we love you. We love you. We love you as our brothers and our sisters. And we wish for you only the very best, just as we wish for our people only the very best. And this, what we're doing, this ceremony, is restorative justice. And so thank you all for being a part of it. When we get to the police station, stay on the sidewalk. We're going to create a circle around the police station. Please, no facial masks. Please, no whooping or hollering. If possible, we want them to understand we're here in the spirit of Wokitunje, na Wounshila, forgiveness and humility. So we come in that way. We create that circle around them. We'll make some prayers. We'll have a few speakers. And then we'll go back out the way we came. And also, if there's someone who needs to get through out of the doorway of the police station, let them through. We don't want to block traffic. There's many battles to fight, but we're not fighting that one today. We're fighting the battle inside of our hearts to respond to hatred with love. Hoka! Hoka!
Jesse in the building.
Yeah, just past the Wells Fargo thing.
Just past the Wells Fargo, how appropriate. Thank you. Thank you for showing up.
That's where I seen this going on.
You got it? Okay, cool. All right, I'll see you. Come to Standing Rock. We need you.
Minnie McConey.
It's okay.
Believe me, I'm trying really hard to get out there. I am so sorry it's taken us this long. so I can get Chelsea.
Need to understand.
I do.
Serious.
That's what I'm doing. We're on the same team.
Yeah.
We just have to get Chelsea something. She keeps texting me and everything, so she could be out here too, you know, and stand in some solidarity.
Yeah, and I'm making that happen. Okay.
Okay, so you want me to just go there?
You're more worried about getting thrown in jail.
I'm not. Don't do that. Don't bullshit me. I'm not gonna take that. Okay, so you want me to just text her about it?
I am back here. Stressful because this is Sunday before an election, and it's a very, very deep moment for the people who've come up here. Out here at the sheriff's office doing a peace march, forgiveness action. This is our Menconi. This is our Menconi here.
Where are you looking at?
Where are you off to? Oh, nice. There you
Hi guys, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. I'm with Real Progressive. What brought you out here today?
I was out here last month and fell in love with the people that I've met in the community, and everybody in the spirit of protecting water, protecting life and sovereignty, and just trying to do the best thing we can.
Bless you. Thank
Bless
you.
you. Thank you.
I'm from Sedona, and I helped. We were funded a van, and I helped bring the Navajo people here from Tuba City and from Kayenta.
Thank
so
you.
I got the van and picked them up and brought them here.
Thank you. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Where do you live?
Tuba City.
Tuba City.
Arizona.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how
They're
long?
stopping and linking up hands.
With Real Progressive News on Facebook. Yep. Hi, how are you? Where'd you come here from?
I came here from Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford, Illinois.
Or,
Where'd you come here from?
United with Dream, Undocumented and Unafraid.
Pardon?
Undocumented and Unafraid organization. We're here in solidarity.
Thank you very much. Were you going to say something else?
Thank you.
So everyone here is locking hands in solidarity.
We're trying to form a line all the way around. You can face whatever way. That's up to you.
So they're forming a line of solidarity around the block.
Do you know Allison? Allison, this is Joseph White.
So this is how this is going down. Will you, everyone, please share this. Please share this so that we could have, thank you, so that we could have tens of thousands. Mainstream media is not out here. Hundreds of people are standing in forgiveness right here in front of the Morton Sheriff's County office. We need you to share this with everyone.
We just missed the bus, so we're trying to find the bus. We'll stand on the pole and hold over.
Thank you for being here. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Morton County's here as well, but that's who you're going to want to talk to about that. I understand. And like I said, I don't have any information on that. So if I were to say something, it would all be speculation. And so I don't want to do that to you guys.
You have to go to dog kennels? Why so extravagant?
You know, I'm just a man-to-end police officer. Normally, my job is to help the community here, and right now I'm just trying to keep everyone safe and protected, and that's my job. So.
Isn't the oath of office to solemnly swear to protect and serve?
But today's march is about forgiveness.
I am forgiven. I'm just asking a question.
We just would like to ask questions. Questions that have not been asked.
Yeah, I mean, people don't ask the questions, so how are you going to know?
Yep, exactly. So we've surrounded the whole Morton County Sheriff's Department here in one circle, one prayer. In prayer, we're all united, one people, and it's just amazing to see all of us show up like this. It's very powerful. Prayers are powerful. We've always been peaceful and unarmed. We're not rioters. We're not terrorists. And today, the world can see that we're not here. We're not here with loaded guns. Nothing like that. No knives. Nothing. We're just here all in
bow and arrows.
We didn't bring any bow and arrows.
Hello guys, this is Aaron Mentoni. Could you let me know if you could hear me? Could somebody let me know if you could hear me here? Because we're outside, it's a little windy. We're out here in front of the Morton County Police Sheriff's Office.
So it's good to be here and finally do something.
But if you put it in your GPS,
Sure. Yeah. I can try to get hold of somebody here. Yeah. I tell you what, if you just want to stay here, ma'am, I'll get a hold of the town manager on the phone here. She's our spokesman for the highway patrol.
Is this the highway patrol?
Yep.
This isn't the correction. It's the whole thing.
Well, this is actually the Morton County Law Enforcement Center. It's a kind of combination of the courthouse and the Morton County Sheriff's Department, and then they have also have the whole facility here. Yeah.
No, that's fine. All right. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, LT, how's it going? Hey, I'm just here on the south side of the LBC, and there's a family that wants to have a representative from law enforcement come out to present a statement and an apology, she's saying. Yep, yep. No, it's I can put her on the phone if you want to talk to her. She's sitting right next to me. No?
Okay, here, what's going on here? There's this police officer who's been asked if somebody would come out and talk to this woman back. There's a statement that she wishes to make on behalf of everyone here.
Okay, all right.
Everyone here who's standing in line here
Yep, I got called out. That
There's
call out.
about 200 people surrounding the
Right now,
correctional
I'm actually
facility here in
the south side of the LEC between
in
and the LEC for the cop.
Bandon, North Dakota. And
Myself and
these people
there's
are
one more Mandan
here,
officer here,
holding hands.
All right.
There's not that many people who are here, so they've all come here.
He's not going to make a statement at this point.
Sure.
So, anyways,
I did try to contact him.
Hey, I appreciate that.
No problem.
Hey, you have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
Who did you check with?
Huh?
Who did you check with?
He's our Lieutenant Tom Iverson. He's our POI.
He said he won't come today.
He's not going to come out today.
Is he inside? Do you know why he's not going to come out?
I'm not too sure about it. Yeah.
Do you have anything?
so we have someone here who's come out and asked if they would be part of a statement that's being made to all of these people. And no one has come out. No one's willing to come out.
So this is a rather large building, collection of buildings. We have, I'm going to guess, a conservative guess of about 2,000 people encircling the Morton County Police Station. And maybe from a bird's eye view, it would look like we were on the offense. But we are not here to make an advance in any negative way. We are here to forgive. On October 27th, a great many of our friends and family were very severely hurt. My friend Monty had a taser gun pointed at his face, and it clipped to his face, where he was electrocuted quite brutally. My brother, Buck, was apprehended, put in a dog kennel, had a number written on his arm, and starved for the whole day until they finally fed him late at night. We have sisters who were shot in the face with beanbag bullets. The welts are hard to look at. I have a sister, Claudia, who cannot breathe very well right now because she inhaled the mace. I have sisters and brothers who have a hard time sleeping at night because the sound of beanbag bullets being fired and helicopters going overhead still rings in their memory. And they are plagued with PTSD. 140 people were arrested that day in their attempt to protect water. And so, when I finally held my other brother, Che, who was also arrested that day, when I first saw him, all I could do is cry. And all he could do is cry. Because we held each other and he was okay. And I was okay. And it was very difficult to withstand the excessive force that was used. Now, at this time, we must also say that we are not perfect people either. That we did things and we said things on that day. Not all of us, but some of us, that were not in alignment with the spirit of wounshila, humility. We said negative things to the police. There was various vehicles that were apprehended that did not belong to us. And so walk tunje, from what my Onshi told me, does not only mean I forgive you, it also means I'm asking you to forgive me. And so we stand here today acknowledging that both sides stepped out of their center that day. And we also ask Creator to help us forgive, because some of the things we witnessed, like a police officer grabbing a girl who had a cast on her arm and twisting it as hard as he could, a young woman whose arm was broken because the police had hit her with a baton and broke her arm a week prior. Those things are very hard to watch. Your blood starts to boil. You want justice. You want these people punished for what they did to your sister. But that punitive justice model is the root of the issue today. That we don't love each other and our imperfections. We don't love ourselves and our imperfections. And we know that even though the last thing we feel like doing is forgiving today, we know we must be brave, step up and do this anyways. Because this is the medicine that will heal the world. The elders say that this is the strongest medicine in the world, is forgiveness. And so we're not only here to relieve ourselves of the burdens, but I, for one, am here to say to the policemen and women that we love you. And we wish for you the best life. And we will not hold these things against you. But that we want you to be free. We want you to be free of guilt. Just like we want our brothers and sisters who are held in this building right now to be free. We want everyone to be free of the burdens of shame and guilt that we carry. All of us. And in the spirit of Creator's medicine, we ask for that burden to be lifted. Clean slate. Begin again. And we're not only forgiving what happened, we're forgiving what's happening as we speak. With brothers and sisters who are some lawfully detained and some not lawfully detained in this building. And we hope that they can feel our love. We hope that they can feel our prayers in that cell. We hope that they can know we have not forgotten about them. And we will do our best to bring them out in freedom. Our brothers and sisters in uniform did not want to make any statement today. And that's okay. We know that our prayers transcend verbal communication and that they will enter their hearts and reach them that way instead. But we have made this prayer bundle. My sister Kalika Davis has made this prayer bundle. And the prayers in this bundle of tobacco are for the policemen and their families, that they can be healthy and happy and have as beautiful life as we're having today. So with that, I'd like to ask Denny to speak. He's a carrier of the language. And I think we can't reach what we're trying to say in English today. So I would ask him to share whatever he'd like to share. He's right behind you, Karen. Sorry.
I grew up here on Standing Rock, and I'm from here. Like wherever you come from, we've inherited a number of diverging strands of stories that resulted from histories of different people. Some people didn't want to come to the reservations. Some people willingly came. Other people made the decisions, but all of them, like you, like me, they wanted to do what they could for their children and for the rest of the responsibilities that they had. And those of you that are Native North Americans, you're all well aware of the certain ways that those type of diverging histories or diverging stories, the different groups of people and what the leadership that directed those villages and bands and nations, how they have affected us today, and the state of affairs that we have, and how that's related to the different states, the different military campaigns, and the different platforms that have resulted on the other side among the Americans. But we're all trying to do something here together. And I think that it's important for people to realize the way that, in my opinion, when I was growing up, the way that a lot of the older people would talk about it, and I mean, you know, there's a lot of bad things that happened, and I'm sure that if any of you, I'm sure that a lot of people here know all about that. I'm sure that if any of the people here that are recording wanted to know anything about those types of unfortunate things or those malicious acts, there's a lot of people here that could talk to you for a long time about that. But those are the kinds of stories that people are told, and when you come from like a Native North American family, if you come from an American family, you probably have hunting stories, and you hear about how exciting it is when your aunt or your uncle or your grandma or your grandpa is out there taking down a deer, and it's a cool story and it's good to listen to. Likewise though, the stories of the unfortunate things that happened in our engagement with the Americans are also told in that same first person sort of detail, and the acts of violence and the acts which would now be universally understood as war crimes are also told in the same explicit first person detail. And they would tell us those things as kids. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people here, whether you're Native North American or not, where you have a lot of stories that are told like that. You grow up and you hear your family, and that's the reason why they tell it to you. They don't have the interest of trying to tell you a lopsided life that you come from. They love you, they care for you, and it's important for you to know the unfortunate things that have happened to your family, just as it's important for you to know and understand the bad things that your own family has done in the past as well. And let me tell you, my family has done some awful things. You know, there's things that they've done, but they would tell them to us, and they were important. We had to understand them. We had to learn from them. That was what they would tell us. Learn from your uncle, learn from your aunt, learn from your grandpa, and it could be like a grandpa that was sitting in the next room, or it was a grandpa that has been gone for a couple hundred years. But they would talk about them, and they would tell all of these things to us children. And they realized that when we were listening, they couldn't control the maturity level of us children. We were all at different levels of maturity. And you can try and couple the things that they're told and temper that, of course, by the different sorts of experiences that you encourage them to have and direct them. Not just letting kids run wild, but trying to direct them in how they learn and what kind of people they become. And we all had these different levels of maturity as children. And here to gather together today and what's going on at the camp and what's going on in other places, likewise in North America, there are a lot of different levels of maturity. And almost always when the level of responsibility upon the person or the group that has a sufficient or an adequate level of maturity often has to take the first step. And I think that that's what a lot of people feel that they're doing here. We want to take the first step. We want to try and initiate. We want to try and produce some results. We don't know exactly what those results are. We have hopes, we have desires, we have the things that we want to have happen, but the role that the other side has to play, the state government, for example, the police, the unwarranted and easy arguments can be made for the unlawful use of force that has been made by the state of North Dakota against the tribal people and the rest of the people who are standing with the tribal people on Standing Rock. Nobody is trying to walk away from that. There's been Lila has been talking about a Native North American model of justice. That's important. That doesn't mean that none of the people here are trying to walk away from the court system. Nobody's dropping any of the lawsuits. Nobody's walking away from viewing the state or the American courts as something which should not be utilized. Those things are still undergoing. But we're trying to use all of the available means, and one of the things that they're trying to do is reaching back into their own deep well of history, of experience, of practice, of living, of just loving, however you want to describe it. But the tribal people, they know a lot of the things that what's happened. If you're an American, you probably had a small section in your history book dealing with Indians. Maybe you had a small blurb about Wounded Knee.
What could potentially happen to
the Indians here, they know what happened, and this is where they're at. They're trying to be peaceful and having a certain degree of maturity. That is what they're trying to demonstrate. They are also reaching into that deep well of experience. Some of them, they don't have a lot of it. I don't think that they're that different from the other Americans in that respect, but they're making the effort. And when two people are sitting there in a fist fight, someone will have to stop at some point, or everybody's just going to be laying there. There is a certain degree of maturity that the people, the tribal people, the Native North American people are trying to demonstrate, and we've seen a lot of it already demonstrated. Guns were pointed at a group of people that were unarmed. I don't know where else that happens at. People were shot. Guns were fired. It's like normalized. So when it happened again a few days ago, oh, they shot them with rubber bullets again. They shot guns at them again. There is a certain amount of maturity that is demonstrated, and it is to the benefit of the state governments, the state agencies, as well as the corresponding federal ones, to take heed but it's also something that the people that are involved on our side, we have to take strength from that. We don't all come from this rich well of tribal tradition, this rich well of tribal language, this rich well of Native North America. And allow me to be the first one to say that I know a lot. The people that were my age when we were growing up, I'm a school teacher, and I just talk Indian to kids all day. There were a lot of other people my age that should have been doing this. Some of them are dead. Some of them are in other places where they're just unable to be doing the sort of work that I'm able to do. And so not all of us come from the sorts of places or have the same sorts of things that are available to us, but we have to try and reach and dig deep. And we have to use that to base some form of strength. And it's my hope that we can try and do that here and take from this the strength to take additional steps. I appreciate Lila for offering me the chance to speak, and I hope that everybody here maintains in the spirit of what everybody else is trying to do. But that's all I have to say. Thank you.
The poster says love, prayer, forgiveness.
So we're just going to have 2 more speakers, and then we're going to head back. Continue to hold the prayer. Continue to hold the compassion for everyone in these buildings. Unconditional love means you give love without condition. Whether they have brown skin or white skin, whether they want the pipeline or they don't want the pipeline, there's no condition to our love. So when veterans, a lot of us here are veterans, when veterans come back from war and they have shot at someone, maybe in Afghanistan, maybe in Iraq, they come back and they're broken. They feel like they're broken. They carry deep shame, deep guilt, deep self-loathing for having shot at someone, or maybe even having killed someone. I have lots of friends who experience this. The hardest thing they think about when they come back from war is not what happened to them, but what they did to others. And that's its own form of PTSD. And so many of our policemen who were on that area on October 27th, they're suffering from that too. They've come back from a place where they shot at people, where they clubbed people, where they maced women in the face, where they tore sweat lodges apart, they dragged people out half naked and handcuffed them and left them in the cold all day until they could put them in a dog kennel. This is a different kind of trauma than what we experienced that day. Neither is better, neither is worse. But we pray for them to be relieved of that trauma that veterans have after they have harmed someone. And we pray for our own side to be healed too from that PTSD. Give it to the sky so we can have peace again in our hearts. And so with that, I would like to ask Juan Blee of the Youth Council to share some words on why he's here today.
My name is Juan Blee Chinchala Redbird. I represent the International Youth Council, and I also represent myself. It's hard for us to forgive, but it's something that we must do. A lot of our youth council has been hurt in many ways by the police. She talked about my sister, who got her arm broken on October 22nd and re-broken on October 27th. My brother was drugged out on an ipi, which is sweat, left half naked for hours, and finally came here to Morton County. We have our women warriors who are right there in the front lines, being maced 4 or 5 times a day, and they're willing to do it just to save our people and their land. We are here to say that we forgive the police, not only for ourselves, but for the police officers. Like my sister said, people do have PTSD. We all have PTSD, but also the police officers will too. And if we can help them with their post-traumatic stress disorder by just forgiving them, that's something that we can all do. We're a big family at Ocheti Shikoi, Rosebud, and Sacred Stone. We all need to come together as one and do a prayer, which is what we're doing now. Come here in prayer and in forgiveness. It's very hard. It's very hard because a lot of us have been hurt, humiliated, and brutalized by the police officers. But if I'm willing to forgive and our youth council is willing to forgive, then I believe a lot of us should be. It's in our nature to forgive. We all gotta I'm sorry, you guys.
It's okay.
I love you too, guys. I love all of you. You're my family. You're the reason why I stay here. And it hurts me whenever I find out that a lot of you have been victimized by police officers and brutalized. When I went to jail on the 27th of October, we were staying in dog kennels. They gave us numbers. I got arrested at 3:10, and I did not get to go to sleep until 1:30. About 12:30 a.m. is when I finally got booked. We were held in the rec room of Burleigh County, which was cold. And my experience was a lot easier than like most, especially for our women warriors. In their dog kennels, they had tarps covering them. In my dog kennel, there's 12 of us men squeezed in there. In the women's, there was about 20. A lot of the elders had to sleep on the floor until they were booked or until they were transferred. On October 22nd, the main person for our camp, whose name is Erin Wise, her and one of our other members were going around for about 11 hours looking for 2 of our members that was arrested. We all forgive them, and I hope you guys can forgive them too. That's all I have to say. I love you guys.
I'd like to, yes. We have a sister in there by the name of Red Fawn. And her relative here would like to read one of her poems to the people.
Okay. Before I read this, I want to tell you where I was. This is my 3rd trip here. Past my 2nd trip back to Washington, we had a protest in the footsteps of the capital of Washington, Olympia, Washington. It was for a Puyallup girl who was shot in the head by the police. A day after that protest, we were on the Muckleshoot Reservation, which is only 15 miles from the Puyallup Reservation near Seattle. A young Muckleshoot Indian girl was shot by the police with a 3-year-old baby next to her and an infant child. The day after we protested. The police were called on a welfare check for the young girl. So I'm just prefacing this. Well, it just shocks me, like what's happening, and I want you to know, everybody that's here with us, with our Dakota people, the Ocheti Shakowin, we need you here. We're happy you're here. We thank God you're here, because those little Indian girls on their own reservation, with the institutions that we've come to believe in, were shot by the police that we trusted. And I'm telling you now, there's more stories I could tell you that are personal, even from my niece, Misty Upham. Some people think that this institution is forthright with the great intentions, and I would say so, yes. But who here in this situation is protecting Mother Earth? We Indians are. We have words for our children. Wakaisha means sacred one. Even the institutions they don't treat their children sacred. They don't treat us sacred as they have guns on their holsters, okay? When we call on them, either they don't act or they act too harshly and they kill us. Either they don't act or they act too harshly and they kill us. So when I went to the funeral, I was with somebody that went to talk to the neighbors of that young girl that was shot by the police. I wish that maybe there would have been some help by some natives, that we trust in each other. Even our natives have to trust in each other. And I want to read this poem by my niece, who is Oglala. Her name's Red Fawn Fallis Janice. And she grew up American Indian Movement baby. Her mom is Troylyn Yellowwood. She's my Hunka relative. Troylyn adopted me like Lakotas do and Dakotas do. They bring people in. And I've seen this girl never back down from anything. And in this situation, I want to encourage people to write letters to her while she's in jail. So we will let it be known that none of our people will be forgotten. When you come forward to help us out, if you go to jail, we're not going to forget about you. Red Fawn Fallis was one of the first ones arrested, along with Dave Archambault, the chairman of the Standing Rock Tribe. Red Fawn Fallis is has relatives and related to the Archambault family of the Standing Rock Tribe. Here is her poem she wrote when she was in jail back in September or the end of October when she was arrested. Red Fawn says, "My name is Red Fawn. I am a prisoner of war. My enemies have hunted me 500 years. You know their names. They are kings and queens. They are all the things that are slaves to greed and power. My name is Red Fawn. I am just one flower. I will not die. I will not cry. I will not bend or cower. My name is Red Fawn. My people know my name. They know the sheriff's shame. They know this governor's game. They know that I grow stronger every passing hour. My name is Red Fawn. I hear the people sing. Outside my window now, I hear the people. They sing my name. I believe in God. I believe in the Creator, Tukashila. And we, Indian people, we believe in the higher power to protect us. And just the other day, I was here with the clergy that had got arrested. And I thank God that there's probably a clergy in jail with her right now, counseling her. Went to jail with her. God sent that for Red Fawn. God is going to bless Red Fawn. Whatever her trumped up stupid charges are false. Because I just came from a place where these Indian girls were shot. So don't put no false charges on my niece for being in the proper place, okay? Everybody here, to write a letter to Red Fawn Fallis that's in jail, please. I hope you get hundreds of letters, okay? And myself, I don't think, as professionals they claim to be, I think our Indian people can take care of our own better and teach them. We would go into a place, if they was on a welfare call, we take off our holsters, an Indian person, and say, I come in peace. Not like, boom. There was an Indian man shot in Seattle, 4 seconds. So don't tell me these guys are professional. I know Indian people that believe they're professional. Some of them are right here in our midst. They invest in that professionalism. Pardon me. Indian police kill Sitting Bull. Indian police kill Crazy Horse. Me and my brother here served in the U.S. Army and the U.S. Navy. We know how they think. We know, and it isn't prayerful. It isn't prayerful. We sing at night about killing and maiming whilst we're marching. God bless them anyway. But don't think they're the best, because we can train them how to be the best. God bless you all. Tukashila Umankia.
Red ball. Thank you. Thank you, Lexi. If we could take a moment to pray for our sister's release in silence just for a moment, and pray for her heart, pray for her spirit, pray for her family who loves her. Just for a moment. Send her your love. And all those who are unlawfully or lawfully incarcerated. With that, we have one more speaker, and then we'll go ahead and make our way back to the park and make it to where people can park there again. My sister Leah was also arrested on October 27th, and I think it's very important for us to stand together across races, across religions, across classes, across these imaginary borders that divide us. And to remember that love has nothing to do with being native, and violence has nothing to do with being European, but that every single person, regardless of race, chooses how they express themselves. And this is not a battle of natives versus Europeans. This is not that. This is a battle of all of the beautiful races of humanity together on the same side. And this time we're fighting our own fear. We're fighting to replace our fear with love. And we stand in solidarity in this battle. And so I'm very grateful to have my sister here who represents her ancestors, who went through more than what even natives went through. We still have our languages. A lot of European Americans lost their languages thousands of years ago with the Roman expansion. And so we're grateful that you could come and pray with us and not only support us in our prayer to reconnect with the earth, but we can support you in your prayer to reconnect with the earth. And so thank you for being here, and just share whatever you'd like to, sister, in your heart.
My name is Leah Malin Ruth. I come from Virginia. Before that, my family comes from Scotland, Ireland, Germany, England. But I don't know much about the history there, but what my sister Lila said earlier about women being burned, it touched me deeply. So I'm curious, and I want to learn more. I want to forgive more. First, I just want to say thank you, Lila, for your words and the way that you speak, and your power to unite people. Thank you. And I was arrested on October 27th with probably many of you, with Red Fawn. I got to sit with her. I got to meet her in the F block. We played dominoes together. And she comforted me. She told me, don't be scared. Stand strong. Stay in prayer. Many times. I am here to forgive for many reasons, but one reason that forgiveness is important to me is because I have carried anger that I've been lied to as an American citizen, as a white American citizen. I carry anger that all the places I have lived are in stolen land and built
on a broken system. I carry anger that my ancestors have hurt people, and that people of my color still hurt people, and that I have hurt people. Today, I want to forgive myself. I want to forgive my ancestors. I want to forgive my family. Like Lila said, not because what they did or what they do is okay, but because I have to. Because they deserve it, because I deserve to have a weight lifted off so that I can move forward. Put one foot in front of the other, take steps, and hold hands. I'm here today in humble attempt to be the best ally I can, and I don't know what that looks like, and I learn more every day from my brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters in the Youth Council teach me so much, and I love them so much. If you're watching on live, I love you all. Thank you. So I hope that any of you all who have all of our ancestors have hurt people, but in particular, in this culture of white-dominated culture, I hope that those of you who carry that, I hope that we can forgive. Not forget, we can remember, but we can forgive. We can learn and be humble. Thank you so much. I'm really honored, and I've just learned so much and gained so much from just letting those words come out my mouth. So, thank you.
All right, at this point we could maybe sing one more song and send some love to everyone here. And this goes out to a lot of police forces in the world that are doing a lot of very difficult things. We pray too for our brothers and sisters of the black hoop of this medicine wheel, the African American brothers and sisters who are suffering at the hands of police right now. And we pray to meet this punitive justice model, this vengeful justice model, this contemptuous justice model, to meet it and hold it in this circle of love, this restorative justice model, this forgiving justice model, to meet it as we know that the only thing that can heal it is this spirit of war. Just as Martin Luther King said, you can't make the darkness get better with more darkness. Only light can do that. You can't erase hatred with more hatred. Only love can do that. So let's sing our songs that come from our ancestors that speak of love. Whichever one you want.
we're leaving here. We're going back to camp. I'll tell you why in a minute here. But there's something going on back at camp. Jess, keep an eye on me. So we're going to
ready when you are.
Get there as quickly as possible so we can know what's happening. This prayer action is ending. Where's the car? Where's the car?
It's on the side.
All right. So the prayer action here is ending, and they're going to go and walk back to the. They're going to walk back.
Traffic before they all leave.
I'm ready. So,
Jonathan.
I'm going to shut down here. We're going to pick up live again in about an hour back at camp.
Hi, Real Progressive.
Tell them what's going on.
We are leaving. This is Chelsea. We are leaving the prayer vigil to go back to camp. We're going to hold another prayer near the river where we were recently maced and shot with rubber bullets to try to cleanse the area of the recent violence that occurred there. So we are going to go back there, and hopefully we will not have the same kind of attack situation that we had before. But we probably will not be able to go live from there because there's absolutely zero signal. We'll have to record and upload later. So we're going back to the land of no phones, and we will get back with you later.
All right, folks. So not to mince words here. But we're going back because we are going to stand in solidarity back where several arrests have been taking place. And we want to get back there as quickly as possible. That's what we're hearing. We won't be able to cover. But you guys, please stay attuned to what is happening here. All right? We have camera people with us. We're a crew from Real Progressives. And we're going to try to get the story out. Would you please share this to everywhere, please? Thank you. Can I have the key? Would you throw the keys? Do you have them? Got room for... We want to get out of here before traffic. Let's throw all this stuff in.